think the thing that I've learned through all the ups and downs, wins and losses, injuries, difficulties, highlights, records, it's about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey.
Pops, 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 yeah, pops.
Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here, yes, 7'8", 24. Yeah, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man. He is amazing. They say, you know, as soon as you see him, it just, like, everything that you thought mattered just goes out the window. And that's literally what happens.
16 turnovers is which they average. They are last.
BG staying with it. Jump ball is called, and Griner is not.
Candace Parker didn't just retire. Fans are saying she got pushed out. And the reason? It all points back to Brittney Griner. The talk online isn't just some wild theory. People close to Candace claim she's holding on to serious receipts, real documents, medical files, photos, stuff that could shut down every debate about Griner's true identity once and for all. Insiders swear Candace has the kind of evidence.
Brittney, let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the hell out of here, yo.
That could flip the entire WNBA on its head. If those files ever leak, it won't just end Griner's career. It could wreck the league itself. Sponsors, brand deals, the whole image they've built, gone in flames. That's how heavy this is. What's making fans even more...
And I think the thing that I've learned through all the ups and downs, wins and losses, injuries, difficulties, highlights, records, it's about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey.
Suspicious is how Candace dipped out. She didn't sound like someone who was done with the game. Her farewell post, it was full of lines like not cheating the game and leaving it in a better place. People think...
You're doing a half cycle, down there and back. You're gonna watch the other team.
I take it in every time.
Take it in every time.
Last group go.
Easy pass. There you go. There you go. Nice.
I think she was sending a message. And when you line that up with her constant talk about overcoming challenges, it doesn't sound like a peaceful goodbye. It sounds like a warning shot. Now the league's out here scrambling, trying to keep everything quiet. But the question everyone's asking is loud.
I'm familiar with the box score stats in basketball, like points, rebounds, and assists, but which is actually most important for winning games? Here's my first attempt at a regression analysis on the WNBA box score stats. First, I compiled the per game stats for each of the 12 teams along with their winning percentage. We selected the box score stats as the independent variables and the winning percentage as the dependent variables and ran the regression on Excel.
What happens if those files come out? Can the WNBA survive that kind of chaos? Or will it finally all come crashing down? This isn't just speculation anymore. Folks believe Candace didn't walk away.
We're asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception. In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, their TV contracts, but that's because their CBA negotiates. You know, if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well. In the WNBA, that's not the case.
On her terms. They say the WNBA forced her out because she had proof. Real proof about Brittney Griner's gender. Proof that would destroy the narrative the league has been protecting for years. And here's the kicker, those files. They didn't just vanish when Candace left the court. Word is they're still out there, sitting in silence, ready to explode. If someone leaks them, it's not just Griner's future that's toast. The whole league might get exposed for knowing the truth and covering it up. Fans point to Griner's physique, her powerful build, and the way she moves on the court. Stuff that's kept rumors alive for years. Add to that the fact she's posted topless pool clips online without any trouble, while other WNBA players get flagged for less. It's got people raising eyebrows hard. The timing, the silence, the mystery around Candace's exit, it all has fans convinced this wasn't a retirement. It was a cover-up. Something just feels off to fans about Candace Parker's exit. Most players retire with big smiles, thank yous, and it's been a ride kind of energy. But Candace, her farewell had a whole different vibe. She said, "I promised I'd never cheat the game and that I'd leave it in a better place than I came into it." That's deep. Then she added, The competitor in me always wants one more. But it's time. My heart and body knew. I just needed to give my mind time to accept it. That's the line fans locked on to. Never cheat the game. They swear she wasn't just talking about retirement. That was a hidden message. People think she was trying to warn us without breaking whatever deal might have been made behind closed doors. And the way she's been carrying herself lately, it doesn't look like someone who's done with basketball. In a recent interview, she got real about pushing through challenges and learning from difficulties. But the tone, the look in her eyes, it wasn't just about hoops. Fans caught that. To folks already suspicious, that interview felt like a breadcrumb trail, a quiet way of saying, I didn't choose this. And that's when the spotlight turned right back on Brittney Griner. So now everyone's asking, what's the real proof? People close to Candace claim she's got the kind of evidence that could settle all the whispers once and for all. And we're not just talking rumors. This includes recordings, real ones. Word is she didn't walk away from the Phoenix Mercury empty-handed. Supposedly, she took private practice room footage, clips from team drills, closed-door meetings with Brittney Griner, Diana Taurasi, and Skylar Diggins-Smith. Sources say that in those clips, the vibe between Griner and the league's top players is weird, like rules being bent, special treatment happening, and conversations that don't sound like normal team talk. People who've supposedly seen these videos say it's clear, Griner gets privileges no one else does. If even one of those tapes gets out, the league will have no choice but to face the heat. But it doesn't stop there. There are players, big names, who are said to know more than they're letting on. Former Mercury stars like Penny Taylor and DeWanna Bonner, even current ballers like Kalia Copper and Sophie Cunningham, are rumored to have seen or heard things that back up what Candace is claiming. That's why this whole thing has fans digging like crazy, because if Candace really has the kind of proof people are whispering about, it's not just a personal exit story. It could blow the roof off the whole WNBA. We're not just talking about medical records anymore. Insiders say Candace Parker has her hands on internal league testing data, real behind-the-scenes numbers, stuff like sprint times, strength-to-weight ratios, and even bone density scans. These are tests the WNBA uses to size up its players, and they're not public info. Here's the wild part. Those numbers allegedly paint a picture the league doesn't want you to see. People close to Candace claim she believes the data proves Brittney Griner has a biological edge that no other player in the league can touch. And if those stats leak, alongside the footage and statements already floating around, the WNBA is gonna have some explaining to do. Especially when you consider how other athletes like Liz Cambage and Caster Semenya were punished for way less. Just take a look at what Cambage said when she got pushed out. She made it clear the media flipped the narrative on her, and now fans are starting to wonder if the same machine protected Griner while throwing others under the bus. What's got fans really convinced this ain't just gossip? There's a paper trail. Before Candace announced her retirement, word is she was pressured to sign a tight non-disclosure agreement. Not the regular end-of-career paperwork. This one was laser-focused on keeping her quiet about player eligibility. But guess what? She allegedly said no. And right after that, the sudden retirement rumors started flying. Now imagine if she saved emails, draft messages, or even voice memos from league execs trying to push that NDA on her. That would be straight-up proof the WNBA was trying to cover something up. But here's where it gets even messier. Someone close to the Mercury claims Candace wasn't just offered paperwork. She was allegedly handed a 7-figure deal to walk away quietly. That's right, 7 figures to stay silent and go build her post-game life. And let's be real, WNBA players don't rake in millions like the NBA stars do. That's why there have been so many recent protests about unfair revenue splits. Check this clip where a player breaks down just how little of the league's revenue actually ends up in their pockets. It's shocking. So if Candace really has proof, bank statements, email offers, or phone call recordings, this stops being a rumor. It becomes evidence that the WNBA tried to pay off one of its biggest legends to keep Brittney Griner's situation hidden. And fans already believe it because of the moments they keep pointing to. Let's not pretend nobody saw that viral pool clip. You don't need anyone to spell it out. If you've got eyes, you already know why people are buzzing. Add in the time Griner almost went at Steph Talbot mid-game. It all just adds to the image fans are putting together. It's like she doesn't even see the other women on the court as competition. Watch that Talbot video if you missed it. Then ask yourself, does that look like normal on-court tension? And let's not forget, Griner's aggressive game didn't start in the WNBA. It goes way back. Back in 2010 at Baylor, playing against Texas Tech, Griner went from defending a play to swinging a full roundhouse punch, live on TV. She smashed Jordan Barncastle right in the face, leaving her with a broken nose. Fans weren't just shocked by the punch, they were stunned by the rage behind it. This wasn't a typical foul, it was a street fight move, right in the middle of a college basketball game. And that moment stuck with people, because it wasn't just about the hit, it was about the way Griner has always moved, like the rules don't apply to her. Brittney Griner dominates the court in a way no one else in the WNBA ever has. Punches, elbows, shoves, you name it. She's been tossed out of games, hit with suspensions, but somehow she's still the face of the league. Why? Because the WNBA knows she brings attention, headlines they can't afford to lose. And with all the explosive stuff Candace Parker is rumored to be sitting on, the league's silence doesn't feel like caution anymore. It feels like straight up fear. If those files leak, the footage, the player testimonies, the internal test results, NDA emails, and that alleged payout offer, this won't just be about Brittney Griner anymore. This will crack the entire foundation of the league wide open. People are already asking, how long has the WNBA known? Who gave the green light to bury this stuff? And how many top-level folks helped cover it all up just to protect one player and keep the league afloat? If even a single clip, doc, or email slips out, even by accident, it could start a domino effect the WNBA can't control. Sponsors would pull out fast, legal teams would swoop in, and fans who've already been side-eyeing the league, they'd demand answers, because this wouldn't just be about Griner anymore. It'd be about a league that hid the truth to survive. And let's be clear, those files didn't vanish when Candace walked away. People close to her still have them, just waiting. The league might be hoping this all blows over, but everyone knows it's only a matter of when, not if. Tomorrow, next week, next season. Once that first leak drops, it'll be game over for the silence. It won't just drag Griner back into the heat, it'll put Candace right back in the middle. And it could turn the entire WNBA upside down in a way they'll never recover from. And the scariest part? Nobody knows how close we are to the truth breaking loose. If you're still here and want more jaw-dropping deep dives like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because what's coming next, you won't want to miss it.